Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Daniel Gamali. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Hometown Chess Hero. Actually, no, I've changed it now to GM Gorm because apparently you get more hits if people think you're a GM. But that doesn't seem to have translated. It's not like I'm breaking through. Got a bit of a cold at the moment. Might be COVID, the dreaded COVID. Well, given I've got asthma, anything like cold, um, fever, anything like that is a bit dangerous. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the Total World Chess Championships. FIDE have changed the World Championships, so they've introduced a new World Championships. Not everybody's happy about this. The Total World Championships. The idea is going to comprise a mixture of a normal classical, blitz, rapid, and fast classical. Now, fast classical to me, you either have classical or you don't have classical. You don't have fast classical. Fast classical is not classical. It's rapid play. That's what it is. So they've rebranded classical. And I think the reason is it's the growing, it's a growing culture, people playing online, is a variety of different things. It's a growing culture of, kids, people coming into chess. They're attracted by speed chess. They watch Title Tuesday. They play online. They play bullet chess. They're not interested in watching old men sit there for 4 or 5 hours working out whether it's slightly better to push that pawn or that pawn. It doesn't interest them. They're interested in ultra bullet, stuff like that, right? So fast classical is an idea to appeal to that generation. So there's one reason why I think they're trying to bring in this ultra bullet. Another reason is because Magnus Carlsen opted out of the World Chess Championships, partly due to reservations about actually enjoying classical chess. He feels that it's too theory dependent now. You spend too many weeks and months leading up to World Championships preparing these lines, having to remember all this computer theory, typical of top level chess now. That's partly why Magnus has stopped playing classical, because he feels like he doesn't have anything left to prove. However, so he basically said, look, what about 2 games a day? What about playing faster time controls? Then I might be interested if it's a mixture. So this is essentially what he was looking for. However, other people are claiming that this is undermining the normal World Chess Championships. You could make an argument. However, I think you would have to get to a point where the Total World Chess Championships, gain some traction, a lot more interest in it. At the moment, there's so many tournaments. I think somebody else, maybe Nakamura, made this point as well. There's so many tournaments now that people are losing interest because there's just one tournament after another featuring the same players, more or less, the same character. It's boring, right? So that is something that's taking place. Obviously, this Total World Championship is changing the agenda for people. I must admit, from my perspective, I'm probably better at Rapid and Blitz, partly because it's not so preparation based. I mean, I'm quite lazy when it comes to preparation, although a lot of my chess strength is based on having good prep. But I think more it's about I'm good at, intuition. I'm good at intuitive chess. When you make a mistake at longer time controls, you tend to not get away with it. When you make a mistake at rapid or blitz, you can often get away with it. You can often turn around and lost positions because your opponent doesn't have enough time to work out either that you've blundered or work out how to win the game later when they're short of time. So I think, from my perspective, it's probably a good thing that they're trying to quicken up the time controls. However, I noticed when I played recently at a tournament in Brighton, I played quite a few tough games, and I was noticing the time control was often like too quick. Even though I'm quite a quick player in general, there were moments where I felt like I needed a bit more time, to think and work out this position. But we're playing with very fast time controls now. If they're going to quicken it up even more, then you lose some of that accuracy essentially. So to me, it's not classical chess. I grew up with classical chess where you'd have these great games from, these great stars like Kasparov and Karpov. And unfortunately, that golden age of chess is gone now. Shul, Anand, Kramnik, obviously people like Dvorkovich and Tony Miles and, all these kind of characters, right? Timon, Serowan. That golden age is gone now, unfortunately. But you'd have these wonderful games that would just lived in the memory. Can anyone remember a rapid play game? I mean, a single rapid play game. Very, very few rapid play or blitz games you can remember. That's the difference with classical chess and rapid and blitz for me. It's just, it's more like throwaway chess, right? It's like junk food chess. That's essentially what it is. So, in my opinion, yes, it's great that they're trying to sort of popularize chess. However, I think you can't say that 45 minutes plus 30 seconds is classical chess. It's not classical chess. Maybe it's not rapid play chess either, but whatever it is not classical chess. So, yeah, but this is the way the world is going now. So, this is the progress. This is what they feel is progress. I think the other aspect is they want to get Magnus back into the World Championship cycle. Now, something that needs to be noted is the FIDE elections are coming up next year. Now, the FIDE president at the moment is a guy called Dvorkovich, I think. I'm not sure he pronounced his name. However, he's Russian. So Russia, due to the ongoing situation with the war in Ukraine, haven't got the money to necessarily back his bid going forward. So I think he's essentially thinking about this and how the difficult it would be getting re-elected. One of the things that other candidates might say is, look, let's bring Magnus back into the cycle. There's been too much division. We need Magnus. So this is something that's going to appeal to the people who are potentially going to re-elect Djokovic, is the fact that if you bring Magnus back into the FIDE fold, that is, that's a positive development from that perspective. So I think that's very logical what he's done. However, it remains to be seen how much traction this Total World Championship will muster over the following weeks and months, over the following years, because you could have a situation where Magnus is a total world chess champion and then Gukesh is the classical world chess champion. What does that prove? Not a lot, really. I mean, for me, the world chess champion itself is much more illustrious championships. So, in my opinion, what they should do is either scrap the classical. In order for the total world chess championships to gain traction, they should scrap the classical world chess championship cycle. But I don't think that will go down very well with the general chess public. It might go down with wider audience, people that are trying to attract to chess, who are more interested in fast games. You probably stopped watching this video already because most people only watch the video for about 2 minutes, then they switch off. Anyway, so those are my comments. Please like and subscribe. Please leave your comments down below. What do you think about this whole development with Total World Chess Championships? Do you think it's a positive development? Do you care? You probably don't even care, let's be honest. I don't care. I don't care about anything, other than whether I recover from this illness I have at the moment. I've already just recovered from another cold about 2 weeks ago. This is what seems to happen this time of year. Anyway, thanks again for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. And it's been fantastic. Goodbye.